ladies and gentlemen, too lazy to set up the other office. Kind of came in late today, but better late than never. Am I right, people? How you guys
What
doing?
is up?
How you guys doing?
Mobile gamer, we got to get this start off right. How cold are you?
What's the weather like? What's the weather like?
What's
How
the
you
weather?
feeling?
It's warm already this week, right? What is in the mid 30s, high 30s?
I
It's
mean,
been great.
Arnold has a beanie on. I mean, it looks like it's freezing over there.
If I do a head reveal, I'd scare away all my subscribers right now. When my hair is long, it looks horrendous when I take off a hat. Because I have like this sheepy, woolly, curly hair. So I hate I gotta get a haircut, and I absolutely hate how my hair looks this time of year. If I want, I could pick a fro if I wanted to. If I wanted to. How are you guys doing today? Thank you all for showing up tonight. How many people are already in here? We have 755 people. Thank you all so much for watching. The intro has better graphics than the Star Wars Christmas special. Thank you, Darth Smirnoff.
That's amazing.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Oh, man.
We have to make sure we show this. Thank you for the shout out. Sub to PewDiePie. Make sure you sub to PewDiePie.
Yeah,
Do your
subscribe
part.
to PewDiePie.
Do your part. We haven't been
I
pushing.
You know what's
to him
funny?
twice.
I was actually thinking about that comment. I think it's really ironic that comment was held for review.
I know.
Well, because it's self-promotion.
It's
That'll
self-promotion.
get
Yeah,
hit.
when they see
Yeah.
like subscribe to, they probably
I was
censor.
wondering if they had like something against PewDiePie
wanna
now.
see
You know,
a
they
head
didn't,
reveal.
they didn't include him
he-
in the year review or whatever. And
No, well,
2
they
years in a
do.
row.
Well, they do have a problem.
The people want a hat reveal. Do you guys want to see what it looks like with my hat? This is my post-final exam, final exam that we have this semester. Here we go, people. Should we give a nice little zoom in? Let's give him a zoom in. Oh yeah.
Okay, do it,
Oh,
gamer.
yeah.
You do yours.
Here we go, people. Here we go, and oh yeah! I have.
That's great.
That is
My hair
that is
horrible
hot.
when I put a hat. I look bald. Oh god. Oh god. I look
Oh,
so
man.
I love how
What is
there's
going
like
on,
a
man?
spot right here that's
That
just like
weird woolly
pressed.
hair. I don't know. I hate my hair when it's so curly and bad. Everyone's running away. No, viewers, stop leaving. I need you guys.
Woo!
Please don't leave.
Yeah, the Stram is
There you guys go,
officially
all you guys that were complaining. There you go. That's what happens underneath the hood. You understand when my hair is long, before I do a video, I gotta like I have to go rinse my hair down, put gel in it when it gets this long, because I can't just like you actually
I wear a hat.
you wear a hat, so you're good to go.
I shaved yesterday.
Yeah, see, everyone
Well,
says I
I'm
look
curious,
like I'm
like-
bald. It's so weird 'cause my hair just like clumps up with a hat on. It's so bad.
Here's what I want to know. Mobile gamer's always wearing a hat, right?
Yeah.
Are you ever wearing? Do you have any other hats in that ugly LA Dodgers hat? Is that all you got?
He's got a black one. He's got a black.
I've got like 15 hats, and this one is like.
Are they all the
about-
same hat? You just
This
change
one
them
is
every
about
day?
4 days old. I just bought 2 this week. I
God.
go through hats like crazy. I have so many Dodger hats.
You
Like, at
gotta
least
get
a
some
dozen.
variety.
I might get a White Sox hat.
Ooh,
no.
representing South Side.
I'll do White Sox.
I don't care if you get a White Sox hat. If you get a
Oh,
Cardinals,
Cubs fans are actually a special breed.
Yes, they
in
are.
Chicago. I'm starting to understand the culture. I don't.
Cubs,
I'm not
you gotta
even.
come out here
I'm
to
not even
fully
sure if you
appreciate them.
understand the connotation of a Cubs fan.
Oh,
It's very. It's because there's
I
definitely.
do not
a difference.
understand Chicago dynamics because I haven't lived in Chicago.
Oh yeah, but saying that you're a Cubs
are
fan in
all over the
Chicago
Midwest.
means something.
Yeah, there's a cultural thing with South Side
Yes.
and North
Yeah,
Side.
either
in
you're a White
baseball,
Sox
yeah.
fan or you're a Cubs fan, and you're two different types of people
Yeah.
all together. And it's kind of interesting to identify as a Cubs fan because it's definitely a culture.
Right. I want to first.
Somebody's
thank,
asking why BYU. I'll just say real quick. It's kind of my alma mater. It's where I went to school, so that's a pretty easy pick.
Lame. Lame. I want to thank Audrey Geld. Sorry if I messed up your name a little bit there, but we thank you for the $5. First time catching you guys live. Oh, man, you've missed a lot of shows. You guys make the experience better for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Aw, thank you so
Episode
much.
17.
Episode 17. Yes, we forgot to shout out what episode we're on. Woo! CG is going to
17.
take Grievous out of the game for you, Thank you, Carson. That's probably going to happen at this point. You know, at this point, I would consider that a rework. Taking him out of the game would probably make him better. At least keep his integrity. Unlike right now.
He was reworked. He's taller.
Oh yeah, he's taller, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
good enough, right? You can count it, right? Are you chalking that up?
Right. So, oh man,
Scam.
it's a scam. So lots of stuff happened this week. We took a break last week because there was nothing really going on, and then all of a sudden we got C-3PO. Our speculation that we were predicting all came true. We even are pretty accurate. Some of us talked about how we think that that the event was going to be you're trying to capture C-3PO. So that all came true. Because if you guys didn't see the trailer, I'll pull it up here in a second. But the trailer shows off C-3PO. You guys probably saw it by now, but I'll play in the background. So how are you guys feeling? C-3PO Eve, are you ready? Cubs right before the show was saying that he is hoarding crystals for Darth Revan. He thinks Darth Revan's coming next year. So he's kind of booking on that. What do you feel? Are you going to get C-3PO this time around, do you think?
It just depends on how difficult it is. I've got a pretty decent Ewok lineup. I obviously got a Zeta Chirpa, and so hopefully that'll help. But then, mostly Gear 10, Gear. I've got. Let's see, who's Gear 11? I think Tebow might be Gear 11. We'll see if he helps. But yeah, we'll see. I'm just kind of lukewarm about it. I mean, when I read his kit, I was just like, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe it fits for a protocol droid to just have a bunch of random crap thrown into one kit. But I was a little bit disappointed when I read over his kit.
Disappointed in how they structured it or what he's offering? So what are you mainly disappointed in?
Well, as far as strength and utility, I mean, it looks good. I'm sure he'll be good.
I think so, too.
So I don't feel like he's going to be a bad character. I just... To me, when I read these things, somehow how specific some of the stuff gets, I'm just like, you're just saying, let's counter this. And so what would counter this? This very specific line of text would counter that.
I spent money on Revan sentiment coming up right now. Is that what I'm feeling right now?
Oh, no. That's actually, in all seriousness, it has nothing to do with that. I would be, in fact, when Bastila Fallen came out, I made a whole video pimping how you guys should use her to beat Revan, and my own arena team has suffered since then. And I'm good with that. I've been on the free-to-play side for 3 years, and I want there to be options. And so it really has nothing to do with his strength. What am I missing?
While you're talking, we're gonna put a subscribe to PewDiePie. We gotta make sure we're doing our part. I feel like we haven't been pushing the boundary.
He was like 15,000, and then
now
it's a million.
It blew up. Yeah, it's a whole other story, man.
PewDiePie, what is this?
He is the living embodiment of YouTube, and it's kind of a slap in the face. They didn't put him in YouTube Rewind. I'm glad it got disliked bomb, but yeah, I mean that's total
over
side
10 million dislikes.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's a whole other conversation. I don't know if we want to get off the beaten path a little bit here, but yeah, the YouTube Rewind, there's a lot of problems with it.
So now YouTube owns the most disliked video of all time.
Yes, officially. It was actually funny. Yeah, sorry, go for it.
Electronic Arts owns the most downvoted Reddit comment of all time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that funny? I mean, it was actually funny because originally Justin Bieber's Baby was the most disliked video on YouTube.
Yeah.
But
that's different.
It's a little
That's
different.
Very different.
A little different. But all of a sudden, this whole PewDiePie versus T-Series thing's happening, and then all of a sudden, the YouTube Rewind drops. People actually went back to that video to undislike the video so we can try to get the YouTube Rewind to climb up higher. And now it's the
level of commitment.
Yeah.
The level of commitment is
the
just
level
amazing.
of commitment, man. Darth Voodoo, what's up? Do you think we'll get a loss of a hand animation, Jedi Luke's hero's journey? What's your predictions on each stage of the journey? So, Jedi Luke, I wanted to talk about that a little bit because Jedi Luke, I feel like he's going to intertwine with C-3PO somehow. We've been building up towards it. Chewbacca, I feel like, is going to be needed for some future hero's journey for Jedi Luke. And then C-3PO, I think he's going to have a purpose, kind of like how R2-D2 was needed for Commander Luke. I'm pretty sure that we're going to see some sort of future for C-3PO as well. So I'm thinking I think we're kind of close to having a completed crew. In terms of each stage of the journey, I'm guessing if they did a hero's journey for Commander Luke or whatever it would be, it would pick up from where they left off with the last hero's journey.
Right.
So what would the because after A New Hope, it was Empire Strikes Back, and then would you think they would include any Empire Strikes Back scene or just do like Return of the Jedi scenes?
You know what just hit me actually?
What?
So, what if Jedi Luke is a hero's journey character that is made up of 100% legendary characters to unlock?
Oh yeah, I mean I feel.
What if you had R2, Chewie, now C-3PO, Commander Luke, and then maybe there's one more legendary coming, and you'll need that one.
Hermit Yoda.
So somewhere I can't recall, but somewhere either on Reddit or the forums, Again, this is all hearsay. I don't quite remember, but it sounds true. I think it's been confirmed that Hermit Yoda will not ever be used for.
They did say that.
They did say that somewhere. I
Right.
don't remember where, but they have said that.
That
Hermit Yoda
surprised
won't
me
be
because
needed.
I thought Hermit Yoda for a long time too, but now I'm ruling him out of my consideration.
Yeah.
But what if, I mean, it's interesting in the C-3PO event, we appear to see an Endor version of Leia
Mm.
in
Yeah.
there, and
So-
And then a scout, some sort of trooper too.
It's secretly Rex.
Rex.
Could be
It's
Rex.
Captain Rex.
It could be.
Oh, man,
it
Rex.
could be
Let me pull
Grandpa
that video
Rex.
back up real quick. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably. Yeah, I mean, we could just make fun and just say it's Grandpa Rex. But yeah, if you see in the, let me pull it up here real quick. So we have a new Leia and a new trooper of some sort. Let's see, where are you at? Let's come up in here in a second. All right, cool. Let me get you guys over here real quick so you guys can enjoy the video with us. So yeah, there's some new characters on the screen. I mean, I could see them being needed because yeah,
Right there.
there we go. So right here we have Endor Leia, which
Wait a
is.
minute. What is? Does he have a beard?
It looks like he has a visor.
Does he have a beard?
Is it a white
beard?
beard?
There's
That'd
no
be
way they're
Rex.
gonna make that Rex.
Oh, that'd be sweet
Hold
if it
up.
was Rex,
Let's see.
though.
Can I zoom in? Let's. Oh, I gotta do other way. Let's see. Zoom.
Is
Comp
that
windows.
Rex?
I don't know. This is not really zooming in.
I mean, we definitely have got a scout Leia, like Endor
yeah,
Leia.
Endor Leia.
And then that's
That
just some
definitely
sort of
looks like
random
Leia.
trooper, but it could be Rex. It looks like he's.
Well,
kinda
I guess
got
we'll-
what if he's got the? What if that's the little?
Well, when the event goes live in a couple hours, you can tap and see who it is.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we'll get 100% confirmation. I'm not sure if I'm gonna jump on and say it's Rex because Rex they said that as an afterthought, like many years later after the Rebels TV show, they're like, oh yeah, that's Rex.
I know.
Yeah, it was definitely an afterthought. It's not like Lucas was back there predicting
No.
a Rebels TV show in 2016 and saying, yep, we're gonna have Captain Rex be in there. So he wasn't conceived at that.
Almost
point.
everything though is like that, like
Oh,
Force
everything's
Ghost,
afterthought, yeah.
Anakin, and all that stuff. Right?
Oh, you can breathe in
Right.
space, right? Like,
Yeah.
they always make up their own rules. So
You know, you guys know how much I defend The Last Jedi, but that's one scene that I have
what
no
if
defense
this is
for.
the
It
crew
just-
right
it
here?
just makes no sense.
Like, we have Han Solo. That's Return of the Jedi.
Oh,
R2D2,
yeah.
C-3PO, Endor, Leia, Chewbacca. I mean, maybe CLS fits in there somewhere
Ooh,
too.
That'd be interesting right there.
I mean, these are
if
all
it was-
characters from Return of the Jedi.
yeah. What if we get those two new characters, and that's the chase for Jedi Luke right there? Those two.
That
new
said, a
characters.
lot of the times, tell me if I'm wrong here. This is what my memory serves as. Is we'll have these characters that are added into these kind of events, and it's juicy speculation. But how often have we ever seen a character from an event actually materialize into a marquee character or something else?
So
I don't feel like that
read that back. So you're saying how often is it we see a character in a legendary event that turns into a marquee character?
And not even just legendary events, but just events in general. You know, we've seen so many characters that are unique to specific events.
I see.
Talking
Like
about-
so, like
talk about NPCs.
yeah, so like Sith Soldier and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, characters like that, and we say, "Hey, this would be dope. Can we add this into the game?" And we never see that.
I'm trying.
So,
I'm trying to think. I guess.
Could we be
Well,
reading
we had
too much
lightsaber
into
Ray for a million years in the game,
Yeah.
and we also had lightsaber.
But the lightsaber Ray that we got is totally different than the lightsaber Ray we
Sure.
saw in game, right? Because it was scavenger Ray with the lightsaber.
Yeah, it's true. That was Scavenger Ray with the lightsabers. They created a whole new,
Right.
based
Yeah,
off
a whole new
the
version.
Last Jedi.
Well, there was a Commander Luke in game way before too.
was the same thing.
Yeah.
though?
It's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that's true. I mean, whoa. Let me stop you right there. Is Imperial Probe Droid released as the character at the same time the NPC was released, or was it an afterthought?
But isn't Imperial Probe Droid's kit different than the event?
I mean, that's
Imperial
how they
Probe
always
Droid?
do. Yeah, usually the kids. Oh yeah, I mean, if they do bring a character from the event, they change
But it's
the
definitely
kit.
the same design, same animation. So
Yeah.
I can buy that. So that's probably our only example
Right.
that I can think of.
Yeah. By the way, thank you, Regina Alston, for the $5. GA Matrix. Do you think it's a fair matchup? Players that have been around since launch and players who have been playing for a year or less. The Grand Arena Matrix. I was like, what's GA? So does anyone want to bounce that question?
I'll hit on this.
All right,
I think
okay.
something we're gonna complain about matchmaking, but I think something that everybody needs to keep in mind is one of the main factors of matchmaking is win-loss record. And so right now they've said it's going to be primarily based on very similar galactic power. And based on everything I've seen so far, it's been like galactic power within a very small bracket, everybody that I've been matched with. And so I think that's coming to fruition. But as we go on, I think it will kind of even out a bit, because the people who are winning a lot are going to end up being shuffled together within your GP, and the people who are losing a lot will be shuffled in similar. And so I feel like the people who are at a disadvantage in their galactic power bracket, it's probably going to suck for a little bit, but I feel like eventually it's going to even out, because the win-loss record will speak for itself. And it will get, for those who are winning a lot, it'll start getting harder. Those who are losing a lot, it'll start getting easier. That's my perception of it. Do you guys feel similar in what you're reading on it?
It's all an algorithm. Yeah, I think they're going to look at your GP, because it's possible, like, I could be playing for 3 years now. Yeah, pretty much 3 years, and like, Jesus Christ, 3 years I've been playing this game every single day. Oh my God, I got a problem. But it's very possible someone could join the game today, and taking Zetas out of the mix, because you can't really get Zetas as quick pay to play. I mean, yes and no, but they could technically get to my level GP pretty quickly if they wanted to whale hard. So if you have the roster and the gear 12s, I don't think it matters much in the algorithm if you're going to be fighting someone who's been playing for 3 years. I mean, the only thing you can't buy is experience, really. That's the one thing you're at a disadvantage. But I think I don't know if that's going to be factored into the algorithm if for Grand Arena. I haven't really had it's hard to say, because I feel like with Grand Arena, with my matchmaking, I'm going to be paired to some of the better players out there.
As long as you don't play last, it doesn't really matter much. The rewards seem pretty...
Yeah, I mean, they feel pretty good. So even if you get like middle of the range,
but as long as you don't place 8th, it's not that big of a deal.
It reminds me of my fantasy football league, the way that they've done this. In my fantasy football league, there is a punishment for whoever gets last. The dead last individual has to wear a dress to the next year's draft. God. And so basically, you've got people competing at the top for those top rewards, because those are really nice. And then the bottom is just like, please, just don't get last. So it keeps people interested up until the end. And I think I was noticing that, and that's what I thought about. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. I mean, I'm slowly appreciating Grand Arena more and more as we get along. I mean, my only problem is right now is that if you don't have Revan, and they do, you got to plan in advance. So make sure... I mean, I got a whole video talk about this sometime soon, but make sure you kind of scope out your enemy's roster. And like for me, if I see they have a Revan, I'm not putting Trey on defense. One, they're gonna have Revan blow through it, and two, Trey is right now is my only chance of beating Jedi Knight Revan. So if I see that, you got to plan ahead, because you got to assume they're gonna play. All right, here's my money card. You lose. You got to find a way to get around it, because there's really only 1 or 2 teams that can beat Revan. And my first Grand Arena, I blew through. They put some crap teams on defense, and it's just like I would have won if I could just take out their Revan, but I left my Trey on defense and all that stuff. It's like, oh, I can't win this battle. So I think matchmaking is it's more about what's in your roster, because you can have a very small GP and possibly get Revan, and you can have a high GP not have Revan. There's a lot of facts that goes into the algorithm. Before we keep going here, let me thank a few people. Beast RV seems the unit collection is required, 97% there. I think they were referring to the Endor picture we were just looking at there. It seems like we're building there. I mean, almost every, like the last legendary for Chewbacca, we had most of those people in there too. Now we just got a different Leia this time. Then we have Deadpool Kyle. Hey buddy, thanks for stopping by. Missed you guys. Hope you guys are ready for C-3PO.
I'm ready.
You're ready. Yeah, I think I'm ready. I'll show you what's on my roster. And then what's your thoughts on canceling Territory Wars?
Hate it. I hate it.
Should I care more than I do? I don't know. I just kind of, if there's an event, I just do it. I don't know. Maybe for guild leaders, it's a pain, but for me, I don't manage a guild. It doesn't bother me much, but I think for people who manage guilds, maybe that's something.
I'm not managing a guild. That's just one of my favorite game modes. To me, Territory Wars is one of the best parts of this game. And my guild in particular, we use territory battles as our strategy period for Territory Wars. Like every time we're doing Territory battles is such an autopilot kind of game mode. That game mode I don't find a whole lot of enjoyment in, but Territory Wars, the strategy, the counters, the pressure, everything that goes into Territory Wars is really riveting to me. And so when my guild, at least I can speak for my guild, when we saw that Territory Wars had been canceled, we had 50 people who were pretty freaking pissed.
That's not cool. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah,
Especially because we replace it. Now, I like the rewards from territory battles. Don't get me wrong, but we replace it with another territory battles. We got another one next week. It's like,
I would love to get the rewards. They just gave everyone first place rewards, saying, "Hey, sorry," because I mean, the only thing I like about it, really, for the most part, is that.
But it's not just about the rewards. It's about enjoying the game, and that's. I mean, my favorite time spent in the game.
I get it.
Like what? What else do you enjoy playing in the game?
I actually gotta say, for the first time in a long time.
I was gonna say I like ships better than territory wars. It's just me.
Can I get a zoom in on your face? Can we see if you're telling the truth? Can you will you look into the
Hook him up to a polygraph.
Let's see.
I enjoy ships more than territory
we're not close
wars.
enough yet.
All right.
Here we go.
I enjoy ships more than territory wars.
Almost, we're not done yet. Holy God, this camera zooms in. One more time. Can you say? My God, this camera! Look at the detail of this freaking camera, dude. Look at see the freaking. Probably could see my
really good
probably see the
detail.
molecules over there.
Oh, now it just focused on your lit up sodas that you never drink.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of.
And I gotta echo what Fulbright says in the chat. Territory Wars is the best game mode, and
I like it.
I think it. But listen, everything is on autopilot.
Yeah.
Raid, autopilot. Arena, autopilot. Ships, autopilot. Territory battles, autopilot. Territory Wars is the one thing that
Grand
changes
Arena.
every single time.
Grand
Well, now
Arena.
Grand Arena
Yeah,
too, and so Grand Arena is what's keeping me sane right now. If we didn't have Grand Arena right now, I personally would be pretty bored in the game. I just go play Command and Conquer Rivals.
Wow, I've lost respect for you, Cubs. I can't believe you're saying that game's name on my channel. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I know it's the audacity to play.
It is
and
a
make
fun
videos.
game. By the way, Christy Starsky, thank you for the £2. Ghost Obi-Wan and Carbonite Hand. I'd love to see Ghost Obi-Wan. I don't know if they'll ever do that. That's an impressive zoom. Thank you. I was actually very impressed by that zoom. We got like every detail of your beautiful face there. So let me pull up my Ewoks for C-3PO here. I'll show you what's cooking in my looking over here.
Yeah,
There
are you
we
gonna
go.
unlock? Are you gonna drop his name on Chirp?
Well, here's my concern, because C-3PO, assuming he's gonna have the same kit in the gameplay or the event. Do you think
they changed the kit?
Well, I'm talking about Confused is still gonna be a thing, but I'm wondering if they're gonna. Yeah, so with the C-3PO you're battling, I'm thinking it's the same exact kit of the C-3PO you're gonna get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the thing with C-3PO is that all of his Confuses can really jack up an Ewok team. With all the preventing the assist, the bonus turn meter, the buffs, and increased cooldowns. That's the thing I'm worried about. So I'm wondering if the Chief Trooper Zeta. I mean, I have Zeta's if need be. And here's my logic. So I have my Ewoks here. They're starting to get usable. I took my Ewok Elder to gear 12 because he's
gonna need it. He cleanses. He's gonna be.
And he revives, heals. So I figured, all right, this guy I can use for other
100%.
things.
Gonna
Yeah,
need
and
Ewok Elder.
then Wicket, I took the gear 11. I don't know if I have to go any higher than that. I think gear 11 should do the trick. And then Low Gray, or Law Gray, however you say his name, and then Chief Chirp are gear 10, and Poplu is gear 11. So I think with these three that are gear 11 and above, Ewok Elder, Wicket, and Poplu, I think that's enough to get the job done. Hoping I don't need the Zeta. We've not had an event yet where a Zeta was required to beat an event. I know Chewbacca came close to being needed, but it's not 100% needed.
Well, define required too.
Like if you don't have the
with
Zeta, you're not gonna be able to beat it. That type of thing.
Yeah, but I think also if you're factoring in the gear, I mean, maybe you don't need the Zeta to beat it if you've got gear 12, but what if you're doing it with gear 9? How essential does that Zeta become?
Yeah,
and I feel like there's a good chance in this case that because Chirpa Zeta adds a ton of Ewok. It really is a good Zeta.
Oh, I mean,
if you're
so
running
yeah,
Ewoks.
like I was thinking, so I have to gear up these guys anyway. C-3PO might have potential with them. And I was like, hell, if I have to give Chirpa a Zeta, that's an extra Grand Arena team right there that I could use. Because lately, I was going to talk about Grand Arena, which I'll get back to in a second. But like Grand Arena has me thinking for like the first time in a long time. Like Territory Wars, your gear leader says, all right, you put this team here, this team here, this team here, and you're done. I'm sitting there last night for a good 30 minutes, like, ooh. Because especially with this event, let's see how my team's doing. Because I put like subpar defense and a good offense. Let's see here. They're probably already blowing through me. So yeah, they already blew through everything. Well, you can't see it now. But basically, I was like, okay, because if you put the good stuff up here, they're gonna have a hard time getting to the back. So I was like, all right, who am I gonna put here? 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 So Grand Arena has me thinking, and I was thinking the other day, it's like, man, an Evo like Chief Chirpa Zeta, like what he probably has right here. Yeah, he's got a Zeta. It's like, I could make use out of that. I wonder. I want to check. Let's see. How did my team do? That didn't do much. Sith Maul didn't do much. Yeah, so my defense didn't do crap apparently. This guy had a pretty good roster when I checked. He had like a lot of good stuff. He didn't no Revan up front, so maybe he saved Revan for offense. So that's good, I guess. These are all pretty easy teams to beat. But I digress. Yeah, so and
Man, that was fast.
What's up?
That was fast. You got wrecked fast.
Yeah, I mean, again, I saved my best teams for like look, like this team, like this wall. This was gonna fall. I mean, I have a crappy Night Sister team and a droid team without the IG-88 and BB-8, which I saved all that stuff. But I mean, when you look at the stuff I have, I mean, I'm gonna blow through them too. This actually might be close to a tie, depending on like if I use less characters to beat it. Like I still got Thrawn, I got CLS, I got Trey, I got RJT, I got Nile, Cyan, Chewbacca, Wampa. I'm gonna cream with it. They're doing pretty much the same thing I did. You put a crappy defense, but then you save everything good for offense. So it's a matter of who's gonna win better in this matchup between me and Joni B. What? Who's the best, sir?
That's why I love this game mode and Territory Wars, because it's high pressure.
Yeah.
In Arena, you go in. This is one of the biggest differences between the two. In Arena, you lose, you cry for a little bit, you know, but worst case scenario, I'm going to spend 50 crystals. I'll go at it again. I'm fine. This is all or nothing every time. And it's not just all or nothing. It's about beating the team as efficiently as possible so you get as many banners as possible. And that's the same way it is in Territory Wars, especially for guilds that are, you know, go bananas for Territory Wars. It is all about efficiency. The war, I mean, a lot of those wars are full clears, and it is just a matter of who makes the most mistakes. And those are the guilds that lose.
Yeah, I mean, and I think people are expecting the event to be live right now. There is no event for C-3PO. We're just celebrating C-3PO Eve right now. Did they actually update the build? Let's see if they updated it. Yeah, so C-3PO is not even, the event's not even showing up yet. We don't even have the character. Probably let's activate Karth. I still haven't activated him.
They delayed it to 4:15 Eastern, so
okay.
Pacific, so 15 minutes.
So in 15 minutes, the game will probably update, so that's perfect, so we can look at it. And apparently there is a little bit of a change to the C-3PO kit after we posted the video, right? Yeah, did they post it on the forums? Because people, I don't think it was public. I tried looking for it. I wanted to talk about that.
On my Discord.
Was there a post? Or you just copied and pasted what they said?
I cut and pasted off the Discord.
All right, so in case you guys
didn't hear. The only one I
hear,
saw was in Reddit.
Was it in Reddit too? Okay,
yeah,
I don't know.
Let me Reddit, but I don't really keep up with the forums either. So.
Yeah, I mean, let me see if I can pull it up.
Pull it up on my Discord. It has the post.
Yeah, give me a second. I have to. Let's see, Mr. Mobile Gamers Discord. All right, so pretty much there was a mistake in the forum post they shared with us the night before, and there's a couple things that changed. Nothing too drastic, but I'll read it off to you guys. So they said some changes to his kit. They are different than the videos we made. First of all, the special 1 cooldown changes from 4 to 3. So the oh my goodness, that's getting more powerful. Instead of a 4-turn cooldown to 3-turn cooldown.
It's a double confuse on that too.
Yeah, so you can transition back into it.
Yeah, so it goes back into days.
Yeah. Zeta added for special 1. So they made it harder. I don't know what's going to be added with the new Zeta.
Unique one was the one with C-3PO, and they took it off of that.
Yeah, so they also removed the Zeta from Unique One. So now we have a Zeta on Oh My Goodness, which I'm wondering what maybe it's going to be the reducing of the cooldown maybe, and something else. I don't know. Don't have the kit information. Maybe in a few minutes we'll have it when the game updates. And then one of the Uniques no longer has a Zeta. They moved it to just a special. So there's still 2 Zetas, but they just moved where they were, and they made Oh My Goodness a lot easier to transition to. So if your team is right, like I said in my video, like hypothetically, let's say C-3PO uses Oh My Goodness, calls BB-8 to assist, BB-8 calls C-3PO to assist. Right there, he can go back into Oh My Goodness basically, because he's just gonna reduce his cooldowns very frequently. So a lot of potential right there. So they pretty much buffed him. That was a buff that we didn't see beforehand. So that was that, in case you guys didn't see it before. The Beast RV, thanks again. I meant at some point you will need the entire ship and unit collection for one event or another. Got 4 accounts. Okay, got 4 accounts, 97% there. and my primary. Look at you. I mean, I can barely keep up with one account. God bless you for
Hey,
having multiple.
we're getting requests in the stream, and I'm gonna second them. You should do your Grand Arena battle.
I actually wanted to save that for another stream. I was gonna probably stream right after. And just
Oh, you're gonna stream it just for that?
Yeah, I might have. Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. Let's see what was. Yeah, I saw the counts, and like I probably want to do it later on. Try to do another. What's it called? Do another stream with me just goofing around on it. Because this is more of the talk show. I want to do the talk show. Because when I do my Grand Arena, I want to think, and right now I'm not thinking. I'm just casually like talking to you guys. So if I do a stream with Grand Arena, that's the main thing on my mind. So we'll save it. We'll save it. Maybe because I'll be up late tonight. I'm recording the C-3PO event early, so I might be up late just doing a late night stream for the heck of it. So what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought with all that. So C-3PO, you think you're ready? You're kind of in the same gear situation as me. Almost.
I've got a Zeta.
But you have the Zeta. So you have.
I've got gear 10 and gear. I've got mostly gear 10s, one gear 11, and one gear 12. And so, and then the problem too for me is that my best mods are 6 dots, and so I'm only going to be able to put my best mods in Equad Elder, and then the rest of them are going to get my non-best mods because all my best mods are 6 dots, and those only work on gear 12. So.
Yes, that's yeah. So pretty much I can't put my Thrawn mods on my Ewoks, which is kind of unfortunate. But I have a lot of good 5-dot mods that'll get the job
that's
done.
actually one of my big hesitations because I've been going bananas on 6E mods, trying to get as many of those farmed as possible, and I am not going to be able to move hardly any of my mods over for the event. At least
I backed off. I haven't upgraded any of my 5-dot mods since they announced Ewoks, just for that reason. So I've got like, I can do like 4 of my gold mods to 6
that was
dots.
smart.
As soon as this event is done, my mods are going to get a lot better.
Can I just say,
I stopped doing my mods before this event.
You're a lot more hardcore like on mods than
I've got a lot of mods. Yeah.
I'm surprised because you're someone that like is a very low maintenance in general, but like you're so hard on.
It's permanent.
Mods are everything in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that. Just the way he.
Okay, wherever the meta shifts, mods are always going to be good.
Right.
So it's like I'd rather have a 25 speed secondary with 150 offense on a crit damage triangle than the next character because that's going to be used on every character. So.
Yeah. Oh, just like I'm very surprised. Just like knowing how you are when you like make videos and stuff. You like the easiest route possible, but you're like super organized when it comes to mods. Me, I just kind of go down the list. I just level up because like, I don't farm the pieces needed for 6-dot mods. I farm gear. I think that's why maybe I have more gear 12s than you. You've been going. Do you get the?
I went in mods.
You went towards mods. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking, like people always ask me, how do you gear up characters so fast? And it's because I just use all my resources in
mods.
I use all my resources to get see I don't get these. You get these. I only get them if I get it for free.
Yeah.
So that's why you go harder. Yeah. Me, I need these. I'm gonna buy some right now.
You're gonna need 6E mods, man. You're gonna need them.
I'm missing it like 6 speed. That's the biggest thing. But I've been able to compete without them. And there's people with 6,000. It's strategy's gonna win.
It's also a big difference in ships.
I'd rather have an extra with how this game is going with Grand Arena territories. I'd rather have another full team of gear 12s than a couple extra speed.
But then it's also some of those big stats like offense gets a huge boost.
Yes, I'm not saying
offense primary defense
I'm not saying I'm not missing
boost.
anything. I think
I need damage
these
from 36 to 42%.
Yeah.
I think you'll fall behind without it.
I don't know. I mean, when I have the chance, I'll show you my mods right now. I'm trying to get him to gear 10 before tomorrow. See, like I got like all these right here. I got it mainly just from the achievements here for like Thrawn's mods. Let's see, filter. I don't care about anything else. Yeah, see,
I have about 36 dots. Maybe more than
about the same.
Yeah, I've got more than and so none of those are going to be able to useful for this event. So
so that's
kind of bad.
That's
actually.
another thing too. Yeah, I mean it's just you can't use those for events.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Sure.
Out of everything that came out of this year and all of the updates, that is one of the things that I am growing the least fond of. Because to me, you should not be penalized for taking a mod to the highest level.
Oh,
and
And
You're
it's 7
penalized.
stars only. 7 stars tier 12 only.
To me, I just don't see why that should be a thing. It makes no sense to me, and it really bothers me.
Well, it's because they don't remember when Nihilus was viable at 3 stars.
Yeah.
They've eliminated that.
They wanted
altogether.
That's the same reason why they took out the shard. They don't want people who don't spend money to get the catch up really quickly. That's why they don't want 3 stars being that viable. They don't want you getting marquee characters out of the shard shop. I mean,
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it when it comes to like you can't get a character to gear 12 because there's incentive to get that character to gear 12 inherently because you can't do it until you get them to 7 stars. But with mods, I can upgrade this mod to the last tier. Why should I be restricted on how I can use that now upgraded mod?
Yeah.
There is incentive built in the game to not do that, which is what we're seeing with Mobile Gamer here, and I just completely disagree with that person.
I mean, if they added like this stuff to be farmed on like the mod table, hell, I'll be farming it then. I just find it, I enjoy just having, because like here's my thing, I'll 6-dot my arena mods, like a couple of them that I need, but like it doesn't help me having everything at 6-dot mods, because like if I did that, all my like this Nihilus mod has 19 speed. If I 6-dotted that, I wouldn't be able to use it for my Ewoks. So I can use that mod, I can use that mod, that mod, that mod, that mod, that mod, that mod, that mod.
I'm screwed.
That's
the thing. You're screwing yourself over. Yeah, so that's there's not too much. Yes, I'm missing out on 6 speed or whatever. So yeah, it's 1, 2,
It's not
3,
just
4,
about the
5,
speed, though.
7.
Those primary stats do make
Speed
a
is more
big
important for me. If Revan's not fast enough, if so and so Thrawn's not fast enough, speed. If you're not going first, it's gonna be harder to pick up.
Speed's important.
Yeah, but that's most important. I'm not saying nothing else is important.
Look at a character like Joe Lee. Put some defense mods on him, and he goes from, annoying to almost impossible to take down with that defense.
Yeah.
Combined it with solid health. It's I don't know. I think 6E mods are really important personally. I think that
I don't think they're as more important than Gear 12s. I think they're important. I don't think they're more important than Gear 12s and sacrificing farming
Both
and
are
gearing up
important.
characters faster.
Both are important.
Yeah, they're
I
both
think
important.
You need
Of
to farm
course,
both.
yeah. You gotta pick the route that you think is best. for you.
I think what
Why
you
I
have.
farm those in there because every piece of gear you get in that store, you can find somewhere else.
Well, I think once you've got 30, 5 complete sets.
Yeah.
Once you have 30 6-dot mods, I agree. But I think, because then you're done. Your arena team is set up, and then after that, do whatever you want. I mean,
Well,
I just wish
you need your
I feel
fleet
like-
team decked out too. It makes it. I think that might be one of the biggest impacts for people who care about fleet is having the 6E mods on your commanders and your pilots makes a huge difference. I mean, for me, when I'm struggling on fleet, all I got to do is dump my Revan mods, which are all 6E, onto my Thrawn, and it's done.
I got Jeff Link on my side, but seriously, you're talking about a 7% damage boost. 7% of 50,000 is still only 3,500 more attack. That's not that much. I'm with Arnold. You should farm some, but G12 squads are more important earlier. God bless you, man. I agree with you. Again, they're both important.
Well, there's a difference between which is more important. Like, if we want to debate which is important, I might agree with you that Gear 12 is important. But there's a big difference between this is more important and I'm completely neglecting having any 6E mods. I would not want to have no 6E mod or not be working
here's the
towards
thing.
it.
I'm on a gold ball crunch, man.
I need like 10 of them.
This prevents me from getting to Gear 11 sometimes. I'm not gonna farm like the currency exchange for this is crap. It's absolute crap. There's no nice way of saying it. 450 for 3 of these. You have to. Yeah, I can get like probably. I have to do the like. So what's 450 320? So that's what we're looking at 2,400. Let's say for a full piece of that. I mean, I can get like a full gold eyeball almost if you keep landing 5s and 10s. Sometimes there's a 10 piece down there. Like, yeah, 6-dot once. Like, you need so many of these too. You can't just get one 6-dot mod. You need the full set. So you're looking at like 10, whatever, 14,000 currency just to get one complete set of 6-dot mods. I'd rather get my characters to Gear 11 and Gear 12, especially since we need to dive so deep in our roster. I mean, if your goal is squad arena, then yeah, just max out your 6-dot mods. But I feel like, I have a lot of good 5-dot mods. I have a lot of plus 19s, plus 17s, plus 18s before 6-dot's considered. I think that's important for me. I just wish they either, one, give me a better exchange rate where I'm incentivized to do that, or two, make these farmable on the mod table. It's just right now they're kind of treating these as the like a Zeta. That's and also the ship. What are they called? The reinforcement ability mats. and the ship Omegas. They're treating it like that. They're making it scarce to come across. But it's definitely up there. Zetas are important. Then you have the Gear 12's important. 6-dot mods are important. It's not important enough for me than sacrificing a lot of golden eyeballs or whatever else I usually farm out of here. Because these guys, man, it's funny. We talk about this all the time with they do things in this game. It's not overtly obvious to crunch things. Like at one point, stun cuffs were the crunch.
I actually like the way they do it. Yeah, we're going to say I think it's very clever and it's genius.
We talked about this, yeah.
Yeah, because there's a bad way of making things scarce where it's frustrating and annoying.
Yeah.
And there's a way of making things scarce, but yet, then there's this value proposition and then you have to make a decision. And I like that.
Yeah, like, oh, God. Yeah, like there's like I think like Han Solo, or he needs like a bunch of gold eyeballs. But like the characters that they keep releasing, I'm pretty sure they have an agenda for how they want to gear this up. Stun guns and gold eyeballs. Like I'm trying to find an example here of challenge gear.
Well, there's been a huge shift. Remember when stun cuffs and carbantes were the crunch? And then that has been eased up, and now the crunch for me is stun guns and gold eyeballs. Like I could use a dozen.
Still carbantes for me.
I feel like satisfied on carbantes. I seem to have enough carbantes.
Yeah, I feel okay. I'm trying to find like the gold eyeballs. It's funny how vast of a difference I have with the other gold pieces, like the gold salvage. I got like 5,000 gold eyeballs. I'm always running out of those nonstop. Does Basil maybe have one that I can show off? I can't. It's all gold eyeballs and stun guns. And they have stun guns here. It's like that. So when they're releasing new stuff, they're probably like secretly changing their formula for how to gear up things because they don't, that's not something to kind of that's overtly obvious that they're trying to get your money. But I think, yeah. So I mean, this just comes back to my point where it's so hard with all these new characters coming, and you got to gear them up so quickly for an event. Like I got these guys up from crap to Gear 12s and Gear 11s in a week's notice because of how I farm.
Well, and rush gearing is not. This game is expensive, but that is the real bottleneck, right? Once you get the characters at 7 stars, and what do you think it costs to take a character Gear 12 if you don't want to wait?
$70, $100.
Yeah, I mean it's
because look at it. There is like this what's it called? Let's see in the beautiful store. How much would it cost me if I wanted to buy? Like a Carbante, you need 1,400. Here we go. Of course. Right. If you wanted a full stun gun,
it's a full piece. So that's both there.
That's a 1,400 crystal Carbante and a 1,400 crystal.
It's $2,800. 2,800 crystals right there. And that's $20, right?
Yeah. And luckily I have a full piece from a raid. That was beautiful. And so
that's $20 US dollars.
That's about $20 right there. And let's say I looked at Bassa. She required like 3 stun guns or something, 2 stun guns. So that's like $60 right there, assuming you don't want to wait. So it's probably about $60 to $100 because all the other stuff you can kind of farm and save.
It seems like you have enough of most things, but if it's going to come down that I'm going to need to get the remaining 4 from 10 to 12, I can't imagine it's going to, if I have to do it, I can't imagine it's going to cost more than $100. I don't know, maybe 200 at the most. I don't know.
It just depends what you have stashed up. So, I also, Fulbright left a $2 donations. Thank you, by the way.
Cheaper than Revan.
Cheaper than Revan, right? I agree. Restricting 6-dot mods incentivizes focus farming. That's kind of, I feel like eventually maybe they'll, open up the throttle a little bit on this stuff. We talked about this. They had to find a way to kind of catch you with the mod 2.0 update.
If I can't beat this event without Gear 12, then I'm gonna have all of the best mods.
Yeah.
Like if I have to take my Wicket to Gear 12, then I'm.
Maybe just getting to Gear 12 was good enough to do without
going
the 6-dot
from
mods.
Gear 11 to Gear 12. Well, but my Gear 12 mods or my 6-dot mods.
But if you get the Gear 12, just getting to Gear 12 is probably what you need.
Every little stat jumps huge.
Yes, every little one of those. I wouldn't accredit the 6-dot mods for making you win at that point. It might be because you went from Gear 10 to Gear 12. That's a huge difference. Then getting an extra 2,000, 5,000 damage, whatever it might be, assuming you even get big numbers on characters. So I don't know. We totally got sidetracked here. I don't even know. How do we get to
I don't know.
I don't know. welcome to the Cup Show, ladies and gentlemen. Consider subscribing and donating to the channel.
Arnold needs money for mods.
Needs money for mods. Yeah, needs money for mods and all that fun stuff, right? God, I had like three 6-dot mods or something like that. That's 4. So that's from all the free stuff they've given us. That's how much free stuff they've given us, which is crap. That's nothing. But maybe with Grand Arena, it'll get better because I think they offer the yeah. So this 12, heck, I'm gonna get 6-dot mods, baby. Screw you guys in your guild store.
Wait,
farming.
hold up. You only have 4 6-dot
I have
mods?
4 6-dot mods.
Really bad.
And I
That
can climb to
hurts my
top
soul,
10
man.
still with that. So that's all
That
I
hurts
care
my
about.
soul.
Yeah, so
I'd
screw
lo-
your
I'd-
Revens
I'd love
and your
to have you in my
6-dot
arena
mods.
shard.
But I mean on defense, because I fell down to 38. I didn't play today at all. But obviously even if I had 6-dot mods, Revan's gonna kick Trey's butt. There's no way around that. It's like it's a waste of time. If I can beat Revan without 6-dot mods, it's a win for me. I don't think 6-dot mods is gonna make my Trey team any better on defense. Here is for 7-dot mods, not a scam too. Not ready for 7-dot mods. Don't scare me. Don't scare me
Look,
like that.
You guys can view it how you want. I'm glad that I'm focusing on 6-dot mods, and if nobody else is focusing on them, that's great. I would
people wanna
love
see
to
my
be matched
GP?
up with you in Grand Arena.
I'm coming up on 30 right now.
Yeah,
And
see, I think
28.
that's good, and I think I'm not suggesting here to neglect gear or to not gear these characters because you do need to do that, but I think there needs to be a balance. Perfectly
7-dot
balanced,
mods.
as our man Thanos
7-dot
would
mods
say.
are happening, right? That's what Blue Blaze the Saint says.
That freaking better not happen. Oh my gosh.
It's gonna happen. We had 7-dot mods at one point.
I wish, at the end of the day, I wish we didn't have 6-dot mods. I wish they weren't a thing.
They have to get you somewhere with it. They're not gonna do a complete rework of the whole entire mod system and not make money off of it. They need to find a hook.
I know this. I know this.
Yeah.
Of course they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's so predictable, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna like it. In
Yeah.
fact, it means I'm gonna hate it. But
It's
oh well.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
If you want to be competitive, you're gonna have to have them in my opinion.
Yeah. I think now with Grand Arena, I'll probably get back on the farming game. 12 pieces every Grand Arena. That's almost getting a full. That's over half a.
You never want your top spenders to be bored. And 6-dot mods did something, gave them something to do.
Yeah. Gear. When you're pushing the gear boundaries, when you're pushing mod boundaries, that's where people are getting their biggest bang for your buck. If you spend money, baby, if the Gear 13's announced and you spend money, sell, people. Or is it more buy? It's more buy, right?
Sell.
Yeah, like sell.
I don't know.
Sell. I was gonna say
I don't
sell
know
your
if I
crystals.
see
But yeah, whatever.
Gear 13 coming anytime soon.
Yeah, it's more
I
buy.
don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, because you're supposed to sell high, right? Sell high, buy
High,
low.
buy low.
Yeah, whatever.
Imagine what that last piece would be, because getting
high,
to
sell
Gear
low.
13.
Yeah,
Could you imagine?
yeah. Oh, Gear 13. Where's my? Oh, by the way, can I just look at that shiny piece?
That
right
is
there.
so useless.
Let me show you guys.
So wait, when you're talking about efficiently using gear
Yeah,
and not doing mods, everything you just said is completely. It's like I stop
going-
listening to you as soon as I see
people,
that right there.
it's going to
It's
happen.
like the epitome of
Oh,
inefficiency.
It's going to
You
happen.
gave a Gear 12 plus.
It's going to happen.
You have a Gear 12. You won't do a 6-dot mod, but you put
You know
a
what?
Gear 12
God
plus
damn it.
on
I'm
Grievous.
ready. I'm getting ready for the second round. This is gonna happen, people. It's gonna happen
That
before I
doesn't
quit
even
this
make
game a
sense.
couple years from now. It's gonna happen.
I would pray to come up against you in Grand Arena.
Updates left. Oh, 3 Zetas just came in. Did the game restart? People are saying the game. Yay!
Oh,
All
let's
right, let's see what we got here. All right, people said 3 Zetas came into mail. Let's check it out. See, I like the way Arnold plays the game. Thank you, Brington. You gotta gear up the characters. You put your money. Down. I put my
think you
money
should
so hard
too.
on Grievous.
I am
I'm doing
not
it.
arguing against gearing up characters.
Grievous is
I'm
looking
arguing
so
about
sad.
mods.
What the hell, Arnold?
This is the galaxy of mods. Who
Hey,
is going to come change my mind that mods are the most important part of this game?
All
to
right,
be
put your. Let's just hypothetically say 6-dot mods on Gear 11 versus Gear 12. Who would win?
Okay, so I was reading what Capital Games said
Oh,
to me,
here
and
we
I'm
go.
really happy. They sent me mod salvage. What was your question?
Ooh, we got mod salvage. Let's see. New Chromium Pack characters. Bastila Shan, Cander's
There's the
Ordo,
C-3PO
and the
Delete.
bye, people. Darth Revan confirmed basically right there. Thank you for participating in the inaugural Grand Arenas. Enjoy these. Oh, look at that.
Find it in your portrait collection.
Are you guys happy? Are you guys happy?
What's the portrait? What is the portrait we get?
And it's Papu's portrait. Find it in your portrait
I
collection.
don't want Pablo.
I don't want Pablo Escobar. Get out of here.
the box better.
The box is better.
I want my box back. I like the box better than Pablo.
They're opening up the boxes?
I had the box as my portrait. Now I've got a Pablo. It's terrible.
Shoot. So look, also, I got my next round of 6 stat mods. I'm not going to use it either right now because I want to make sure I can use my good mods for C-3PO. So we'll get there.
I mean, holding on mods for that reason I can understand, but in general,
I'll probably give it to Thrawn. Thrawn is my fastest mods right now. I think at least, yeah, he should have.
Let's just say, mobile gamer, I'm sure you won't disagree with me on this. If I ran into somebody who only had 4 6E mods in Grand Arena, I would be very pleased with that. I'd be very pleased.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
they could have every character gear 12.
It really depends. I mean, the thing is nobody has, right now. I mean, Grand Arena, you got 6 or 7 teams. So really, how many mods is that? I mean, people don't have 100 gold dots. Not yet.
No, not
So
across the board, but they will. It's like Zetas. When Zetas first hit, it was like really, it felt forever to get a Zeta. And now it's like every single team that you're placing has a Zeta on it. There will be a time before too long where every single mod is going to be 6E.
I'm still in the camp of, like right now I'm working on making my Revan team the best, and that'll filter to Grand Arena and it'll filter to Territory Wars. If I start getting too thin and spreading myself to obscure things beyond my arena team, it's not going to be efficient. It's just that simple. I mean, so like I had Jedi Training Rey. I had Commander Luke. Those were viable at some point in some time. I focused all my resources into that team, and now I can use it in those other game modes.
Yes, I agree with what you're saying. And there's the pecking order, right? Arena teams first, and then a lot of people would argue that Fleet is next because those are your 2 lifebloods. Those are your crystals in the game. And so what I'm doing is I'm going back and forth. I'm doing 6E, 1 for my Fleet team, then 1 for my Arena team, back and forth. And I'm focusing on the stats that matter because some 6E mods aren't super usable. Like an Arena team, I'm not going to 6E a protection primary because that gets me almost nothing. It's a very low benefit. However, giving Sunfac a 6E mod is going to help tremendously, or Bosk is going to help quite a bit to make them more survivable and make them hit hard in Fleet. And then there's also stats like potency gets a good boost, health gets a great boost, defense gets a great boost, those kind of stats. And so going back and forth between those, and right now that's all I can afford to do because those, I'm not going deep into.
I think I'm winning over the audience right now. I love the conversation going on in here. And by the way, Christian O'Keefe, I think you're right. If you give Grievous the last G12 Plus piece, they're going to rework him. I'm telling you, baby. That's what it is. That's like the secret. The fate.
Don't do that.
The fate of Grievous rests in my hands, ladies and gentlemen. But
those 12 plus pieces are so hard.
Yeah, I mean, I love this conversation we got going on in the chat. I've been following you guys this whole time, and the discussion's good. I wasn't expecting the conversation to get this lively, this in depth. It was just, I think I just started with the side comments about how difficult it is to gear, and then we started talking about mods and stuff like that. It's a pretty. I mean, I think can we at least agree before I move on that gearing's important. If you don't have gear 12s and you're doing 6-dot mods, you're doing it backwards. You need to have at least a good handful of gear 12s before you start doing 6-dot mods.
Oh, well, I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is operating under the assumption that we've got, a roster of 10 to 30 gear 12 characters, which most players in our position do.
Can I buy a gear 12 plus piece? I should just oh god, that's expensive. I was going to say I should just for you guys, I was gonna buy this Gear 12 Plus piece and throw it on groups, but that's expensive. That's how much? How much is that? 65. Is that $60? No. No way.
That's how valuable that one piece you already wasted is.
Oh my god.
You gave $60 to a character.
$50.
You know what? I'm gonna laugh when Grievous mows Jedi on the floor, man. They're gonna be bleeding. They're gonna be screaming for help. Just watch. Just wait and see that gear. Then all of a sudden, I'm gonna be lecturing you about why don't you have gear 12 plus?
I'm gonna laugh when Droideka is the character that needs to be the fastest on the team to make Grievous go, and you have to have the 6.
Well, first you gotta buy the character,
yeah,
and then you gotta buy the gear, then you gotta buy the mods,
and then you gotta have the 6E mod.
And I bet you, Capital Games wishes they could sell Zetas. So, yeah, right.
But Droideka is gonna be the Jawa engineer of that whole droid team, and he has to be the fastest like Thrawn.
One day, people. One day.
Based on the direction of this game right now, though, I'm just not sure where Grievous rework is going to fit in. I was so convinced it was. Yeah, I think. Well, maybe. I was so convinced that he was coming in November for the Clone War. I mean, it just made so much sense. Yeah. And now it's, we're focusing on the original trilogy, and I'll bet you an arm and a leg that February is going to be Sith month again, and with Darth Revan or Darth Malak or something, and we're going to have to farm these characters. So I don't know.
I hear. There's something. We've talked about this extensively. I think that quote unquote leaked screenshot has been confirmed to be leaked, but that was predicted back in August, and everything pretty much came true except for Grievous and the
CG confirmed that it was a leak.
I said I don't know if it was. I said quote unquote the leaked screenshot hasn't been confirmed. Like Capital Games.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it seemed promising, but I was gonna say I'd be really surprised if they.
I mean, okay, fine.
She said that there was a supposed leaked screenshot, and that she can't comment on leaks. And boohoo Arnold, who's going to delete his channel because of Grievous.
Yeah, so
she said something like that.
She said so. Her exact words were we're sorry that you guys expected a Grievous rework based off a leak. We can't comment because what happened was the Road Ahead blog post was posted. People were like, where the hell is Grievous?
Oh, right. I remember that.
Yeah. She was like, sorry, we can't comment on leaks. So they kind of indirectly confirmed that.
Depending how you interpret it, it sounded like she confirmed it was a leak.
Well, why would you call it a leak? She should have called it speculation then.
Yeah. That would have been better. Yeah. She basically indirectly confirmed.
We gotcha. So, it seemed off that that didn't happen. But so Grievous, sad face. Maybe speaking of, I was going to talk about C-3PO. I was hoping he was going to be important for droids. I don't know. He just got added to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, before we look into his kit, let's.
I want to see where the Zetas line up on him.
So
7 hours,
7 hours. So that puts us
2 in the morning.
About 2 in the morning.
God, we're gonna be working.
I'm gonna take a nap.
You guys in the chat, you realize that we stay up to like 4 or 5 in the morning on these days.
Yeah.
We stayed up to 6 in the morning that one time on the Revan day. We were here till 6 in the morning. We just grinded that out, man.
I work. If it was on a weekend, I could do it, but I literally wake up for work at 5:30 every morning.
This is why I'm single.
I can't do 3 hours.
I've been told.
I'm done with school finally today, so I can pull an all-nighter.
It's perfect timing for you.
And then when you get home, when you've got a wife and kids, you get tired. It's like, maybe I could take a nap. No,
that's why
you're
not
taking
single,
a nap
man.
when you get home from work.
Well, I'm not single. I'm not single, but I have no kids. No kids and wife.
This actually came up specifically.
Oh, all right. Let's see C-3PO. Let's see. So they said that they changed up. So this has a Zeta now. Oh my goodness, has a Zeta. Inflict confuse. So okay. So now if you want to inflict confuse twice on the target enemy, you're going to need the Zeta. Did they? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they're gonna need. So that's the Zeta right there.
Go to 7 real quick.
7.
Oh, that's huge because the confuse will give the buff immunity in days automatically, and then maybe he already has one on in them. That's a big deal.
That's huge.
The only thing I don't know about that is that, oh my goodness, in theory should kill the character.
If everyone has translation,
if C-3PO goes last, then the translation should come in, and that confuse may not be that important unless the character survives that swarm.
It might be important for like tanks, like if you want to just throw buff immunity.
You're probably gonna have to target a tank.
Yeah,
you're not gonna be able to get around like General
Kenobi
Revan or something.
Yeah, Revan can get around. Also, so the other thing that changed was that the first unique has a Zeta as well. So let's see what the Zeta adds here, Cubby. So that's not a Zeta.
No, it was the C-3PO one. They took the Zeta off.
So there's 2 Zetas. Where were they? I read it off already. Was it here? Let's see. No, so it's got to be the last unique has a Zeta, or was that's the Zeta right there, right? No, hold on. Or was it? No, so wait for me. Was this it? Yeah, there's a Zeta. Okay, so the other Zeta's on wait for me. I believe.
No, that's the one they took it off.
I'm getting confused then. So because you can't have a Zeta at 70. And that's not a Zeta.
Go to the first ability. Maybe it's a basic
They've
attack.
never done a Zeta on a basic.
Oh.
And then that's
Have they never? Yeah,
no,
I don't think they have.
no, they've never done a Zeta. That'd be actually kind of funny.
Darth
That's-
Revan will have a Zeta.
This doesn't
on
look
every
good enough to be a
single
Zeta because this fretful. Let me pull up. Hold on. Let me pull up the.
I don't remember now.
Yeah, you guys are.
I was too busy commenting on how confusing the kit was to actually read it.
Where's your Discord? Let's check it out. Okay,
Pretty soon, your
so-
local universities will be offering programs in kit rating.
I don't think
Galaxy
the
of
kit is
Heroes.
that complicated after I've processed it a little bit. I think the 57.6 mods, my goodness. I think that the whole thing with Luke's leadership when they resist and then Han shooting first and now both Han and Chewie putting expose and it being resisted by a Revan lead is going to give massive turn meter to the team.
Yeah.
And that could be amazing, frankly. Amazing.
Yeah, so I just double checked. So there is no. They removed the unique from Wait for Me. This used to have one. So even though it looks like it should have one, where's Cubby? Let's put you back on the screen, bud. All right, there you go. So yeah, there's no more Zeta here. So it's got to be this then because it's level 80. That's a bad. I mean, I guess it really depends on.
If you're using it with resistance, Jedi training rare.
It's a very random. Yeah, it's that, or you care about Ewoks. Maybe this will be needed for extra critical damage.
Now it looks like you're only going to need to use that one Zeta. But
Yeah.
it may not even be that useful if that ability wipes out the team. Only if the person survives that's needed. You know what I mean? That confusion.
Yeah, I'm actually. So I'm actually. I mean, let's see. Let's see if SWGWage.gg updated their page. Maybe they added the.
I don't think they're that quick.
Yeah, it's not on there. So I mean, it can't be a unique one. They said it has no Zeta anymore, and then you need to be at least like level 80 to apply Zeta. So this unique right here, Cyborg Relations, that can't work. So it's got to be this then, right? All right. Well, interesting. I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see when there's 100% confirmation.
They post a new post that is
Let's
updated.
see.
I feel like they did confirm what it was, but I'm just
Here
not
we go.
remembering either.
Here we go. We got a content update, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go read the news. All right. So
Right
new
there.
character. C-3PO is coming. Did you guys know about that? C-3PO is
Well,
coming.
who's C-3PO?
Yeah.
Wait.
Cubs, did you hear about the C-3PO?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Wait,
my
the
goodness.
C-3PO?
The C-3PO. My gosh, he's coming in.
With
here we
the
go.
red arm?
No, he's got the silver leg though.
This is the C-3PO battle droid version.
He's the silver leg version.
Oh, you think they'll ever release like 5 versions of C-3PO?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Backpack.
So here's the Zeta. It's a Zeta. So no Zeta unique one. Oh, so yeah, wait for me. So okay, that's wait for me.
So that's the one with R2D2.
Oh, 80. So
So then he will start off with translation, which is actually kind of
is this
important.
post? No, second. Wait for me. Okay, all right. I don't know why this is like.
Okay, go to wait for me. Yeah.
Oh, duh. I thought this. Okay, yeah. So this one has it. Okay, there we go.
So he
There
will
we
get,
go.
So that affects him in every
There's
battle.
so many uniques. I was losing
Yeah.
track of which one was the first one.
That makes sense because that means he's going to have translation at the start of the battle, which he needs.
Yeah.
He needs that. And all those unique buffs are based off how many stacks of translations too, because he carries all the tags.
Yeah.
And his kid is all right. That's actually important.
Yeah. Okay. 'Cause I was losing track of I was like, oh, that's the first unique. Wait, which one's I was like, which one's the first unique here? Because I thought that was the first unique, and we moved on to the next one. Yeah. So that's important then. So
Corn-fused?
corn-fused. I'm confused. So that makes
Always.
sense. So both of these Zetas, yeah, they might be. This one for sure. Oh my goodness. Borderline potentially important if you can't knock out a character right away. A leak a level? There we go. Sorry, Cubby. There you go. So there we go. So yeah, there's your C-3PO coming out in 7 hours or so. And the last thing I really want to talk about real quick is Cubby. He's got to peace out soon. People have been asking about, oh, whatever happened with this? Because he got the rework stance, HK-47. Let me pull it up real quick.
That is his rework.
That's his, yeah, basically, right? So people are asking, oh, his artwork changed. Did he get a kit rework? Dude,
No.
November was a crappy month. They reworked
was.
artwork for clones. Nothing. Grievous got taller. Nothing. HK.
His stance. That's all he did.
That's all they did. Reworked his stance. You couldn't put some extra love in there. You couldn't give a Zeta for his leader at least.
He needs some sauce.
He needs some sauce.
He needs some sauce.
Can I get some sauce with
Hey,
that?
go to the event and see if there's any information on the event, though.
Here we go.
Hit info.
2018 was a crappy month.
2018 was a crappy month. Yeah, right?
There were good parts. I think February was like a great month for this game. And it's just kind of been like a steady downhill since there, I feel like.
Yeah.
Probably the most excited I've gotten for the game since February is
Oh,
Grand
yeah.
Ring.
Same here. That was the most exciting month. Like, oh, my gosh. This is the month I've been waiting for the past 3 years. Nope. Now, if they ever do release Grievous Rework, it's going to happen either when the Clone Wars TV show happens next year or in like a very uneventful time. It's just going to be like, oh, here's Grievous Rework in the middle of like February or something or March.
Yeah.
Like,
I
that
think
is a
I think
side
you
thought.
can. I think Clone Wars could be a good time when they release that.
Oh,
That's
God,
going to
another
be
year, kill me.
what is that? Late next year, close to episode 9.
October, September. I think they said the next. The next.
We're going to start getting
yeah.
info for episode 9 before too long.
Yeah, I mean, Star Wars Celebrations in May or April. So they'll probably like show a trailer or something there.
So you want to hear my episode 9 thing?
Go for it, man.
Your
so
hot
it's going to
take?
be a double feature. So it's going to be a 4-hour movie.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
first part of it is just makes episode 8 a dream sequence.
Keep going. Keep going.
A dream
What else?
sequence.
Give me a dream sequence. Keep going.
So
You are
basically,
grasping at straws.
episode 9 part 1 will be a remake of episode 8.
Consider donating.
And then
So Ray wakes up and
yes,
she's like,
it'll
"Wow,
be
that
just
was
a dream. Then she'll go talk to Luke. And she's like, I had this bad dream. And the bad dream was called Ryan Johnson.
What if people
I had
are
this
just
bad
tuning
dream
in
that
right
Ryan
now?
Johnson directed a Star Wars film."
Yeah, and I had this dream, this deja vu. You threw the lightsaber into the water, and you said, "Where's my hand?" You know, that had a hand with that lightsaber, and you were bitter and old, and
All right.
nothing like the character in the
Here's
original
my
movies.
prediction. Well,
What
I'm
if people
so
are just
triggered.
tuning into the stream and
Here-
all they see is your giant mug? Just sorry,
here's
Cubby,
my
go for it.
prediction, mobile gamer. My prediction is that after episode 9, you'll like episode 8 a bit more. That's my prediction.
Actually, I have a lot of faith in J.J. Abrams. I
yes.
really like J.J. Abrams. I love what he did with Star Trek. I liked what the recent Mission Impossible
What's
movie.
Star Trek?
I like
the
episode
recent
7.
Mission Impossible movie was so good.
J.J. Abrams
That
is
movie was
amazing.
so
episode
good.
7 is I actually was kind of lukewarm about episode 7. It's
Yeah.
a remake of episode 4. But then actually, now that I think about it and
wasn't.
rewatch it again, episode 7 was really good.
I
was
enjoyed
really
episode 7 more.
I was really excited to go see episode 8. Really, really excited. So, anyways.
The episode 8 hate. I feel like I'm just like constantly pushing against a wave that I can't stop with episode 8. It was
You
good.
can never stop the wave. We
Thank
keep
you. I got
coming.
one person
She said.
in the chat. One person in the chat who agrees with me. Thank you.
I'm not,
Oh.
we're not hating. We're not spreading hate. We're just movie critics. That's all. Right? We're couch. What do they call armchair critics or armchair developers? We're
I like
armchair
the comment.
developers.
Ryan Johnson did nothing wrong because I think that is like the hashtag. Ryan Johnson did nothing wrong because people when
I
they
like
say they
that.
did nothing wrong, it's always like somebody really horrible that they say that with. You know what I mean?
JJ's amazing. Once you get past the million flares, explosions, and shaky cam. Nice. Well, anyways, that was a lot of random stuff thrown out there. Everyone, good luck on your C-3PO event. Coming soon. We're all going to make videos about it, I'm sure.
I
Are you-
promise 7 more videos about C-3PO. How
Oh,
many videos are we
easily.
at? 5 videos? 4
I've
videos?
made like 5 videos.
You gotta
on
have at least
C-3PO.
5 more C-3PO videos.
Yes.
At least.
5 more. So expect that stuff to come. Hopefully y'all
We've had this many already, and he's not even here.
yeah, right. So we'll see. But I think I'm hoping we can get past it with nothing too crazy.
Bush did episode 8.
Episode 8 was an inside job.
Episode 8 was an inside job. Ryan
Hey, you know what?
Johnson
I
did nothing
got
wrong.
somebody asked because they mentioned my master's degree in the chat if I've done my thesis yet. And you know what? When I work on if I get a PhD, my dissertation is going to be on The Last Jedi and why it is good.
All
I will give you a whole dissertation on it. Write it down.
I didn't know. If you got to go to school to
And I will
argue
defend
movie,
it to a
man.
panel of
Jeez.
Galaxy of Heroes YouTubers because all of them hate it. I think I'm the only Galaxy of Heroes YouTuber that likes The Last Jedi. And so
Oh, man.
I'll
I'm
defend it
open
to
to.
all of
I'm
you.
you know what?
Tough crowd.
I'm open to changing my mind about it if episode 9
If episode
makes
9's
it makes it make sense. But I'm really baffled by that movie.
Yeah.
And it's not one singular thing. It's like 9 or 10 different things.
So much for wrapping up the show, people.
Yeah. Yeah. Bush
R.I.P. you
did
degree. I love
episode
it.
8.
I love all these. All these
Episode 8 was
comments.
an inside
We
job.
all can agree Bush did episode
Bush did
episode
episode
8. Episode 8 was an inside job.
Trump did 7-Eleven.
Trump did we got to end this stream. People want you to do an 8-star giveaway. Do we have anything? People said their C-3PO, 8-star
All right.
C-3PO is late.
Okay, no. I really hope you like this video today because I give away fictional characters, right?
Do you? Okay.
Now, I always give away fictional
Okay.
characters, so I have to give away a fictional character. We got to get Cubs on the screen because we got to
Okay.
see his reaction on this.
Okay.
So we have to see how we have to have Cubs on the screen.
All
before-
right. There we go.
Okay, so I really hope you like this video today because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you'll be getting for free an 8-star Cubs that likes The Last Jedi. It's a fictional character.
Hey, look at this. Right
Fictional
over here.
character.
Right over here. You see this?
There you go.
An 8-star real
That is where it's at.
real Star Wars lover that likes The Last Jedi. We're going to give it away. Fictional
It's
character.
so funny to me how, to a bunch of Star Wars fans, I get so much hatred for
passionate
liking
subject.
a Star Wars movie.
It's controversial. It's definitely
Yeah.
polarizing.
Like, no, I get when people disagree. I get that. But I have people who straight up tell me, I've lost all respect for you. I'm like, what?
I think I've said that to
This
you.
is a respect.
I said that to you in a private chat, I think, once.
I like a piece of art. How is that a respect matter?
Yeah,
Like, I look at a piece of art. I like the art. You don't like it. Cool.
I
We're
just
both
wonder if
right.
you're being
It's
contrary to the
art.
sake of being contrary, though.
anyways, people.
I'll fight it. I'll fight it to the
That's
death. I'll be
art.
on
That's
my
art.
on my
That's
tombstone. It will
Django
say
and
the
art.
Jedi
Look
was
at
a
that.
good movie.
That's
100 years from
That's
now.
like 1 of 50 in the whole world right there, people. Look at that. Django Unchained. Beautiful. That's true art right there. Django's the greatest character of all time, right? Had the most plot, most character development, right? At least he had a video game. That was cool.
He wasn't controversial, though.
It wasn't controversial. I had a really cool video game. I love the video game. Anyways, sorry for stretching that out.
By the way,
again.
one final thought.
Yes.
Final thought. I
Go
want
for
to
it.
go back through the archives of all 17 episodes of the Cup Show and figure out how many times we debated The Last Jedi.
Every single time.
I wish
Every-
I
it's
really
come
want
up
to let it.
in
I
more
really
than-
want to let it go because it's really annoying. I don't want to ever think about that movie again. It's almost been a year, and I'm still thinking about it. It's been a year almost exactly.
yeah.
A year
Maybe
this
that means
Thursday.
it's a good film.
Maybe
It still has
that's-
you thinking about it a year later.
I think
That's
because we have to
positive.
look at Rose Tico's face every day in the game, and when we see your face, we think of Rose Tico. I don't know.
You should
Hey,
get
I've got a Rose Tico shirt.
Rose
I wear it
shirt.
with
He
pride.
does have a Rose shirt.
You have a rose
I'll wear
shirt?
it.
He lost.
I've
the
got one. I
challenge.
wear it in public. Rose Tico is not a bad character. She was poorly written, but she's not a bad
Well,
character.
what's the difference?
Nah, there's not a big difference.
We gotta work in a dissertation, man.
That's a great way to start a dissertation right there. She's not a bad character. She was poorly written.
It's like the same thing for Anakin. Anakin wasn't a bad character, just a poorly written character. It's like
It wasn't
No,
a bad
I
movie.
think-
It was just a
I think
poorly
there's a
written movie.
distinction. I think there's a distinction, but maybe it's not super firm.
It wasn't a bad movie. It was just poorly
It's just
written,
a poorly written
and had bad characters in it.
and weird
And it had a
logic.
bad plot.
Well, I mean, if you want to say poorly written parts, bad characters, then I think we're looking at the franchise as a whole, my
Yeah.
friends.
Star Wars is an accident to begin
Look,
with.
look no further than C-3PO, okay? Who is in
Ooh.
all
I think-
9
Ooh.
movies.
I think what's going to happen is the
Ooh.
truth's going to come out about Episode 8 that actually George Lucas wrote it.
There was a leak. Oh, so it's a whole.
I mean,
oh
it's
god.
like, he actually was like in Ryan Johnson's ear to make the
So-
movie that way.
Some Star Wars theory person made a video. I'm sorry, Cubs. I know we're supposed to let you go. Some Star Wars person that
It's okay.
said someone accidentally said that George Lucas was working on a Star Wars movie in Ireland or something like that. I'm not even kidding. Look it up. Someone I don't know what it was.
Fake news.
I don't know what
Fake
Star Wars
news.
channel it was.
Fake
So-
news.
Fake news. Fake news.
Yeah, we never do that stuff, man. We always give the freshest news on the block. Anyways, Mr. Mobile Gamer's rolling out of here. Cub, you want to say any last words? Words that aren't controversial before we close the show?
Words that aren't controversial. How about respect people who see things differently than you.
Well, did you just assume that they want to be called people? Oh my God! Wait, we're
Unless
stopping.
they're wrong.
We're stopping the show. We're searching the trigger. The triggers are happening. Oh, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We love you guys so much. Talk to you guys very soon. Good luck on C-3PO. Peace out.
Boy.